I stand alone in a sea of people, one among hundreds of soldiers in a ragtag army. Encased in the battered armor taken from my father's house, from soldiers more unfortunate in their destinies than I stand alone. The August sun beats down upon me from a cloudless sky, and there is not a whisper of wind to bring relief. Sweat rolls down my back and over my brow. The still air is heavy with dust, making it an effort to draw breath. I gaze across the great empty expanse of the field before me, and more than 1,000 of my king's enemies. They are invaders from the east, come this day to deliver to us, to drive us all from this place, deliver unto us death, and claim for themselves this land, the land of our fathers. Their lines move briskly in ordered columns, while the lost souls around me shuffle and stamp their feet, all of it adding to the choking fog of dust. The banner bearing the signal of the invaders, a blue tiger emblazoned on a field of white, flashes and snaps in the wind of their passing. Across a gulf of green grass, I can hear orders bark, the clang of armor, and always the steady tread of the enemy. Thrum, thrum, thrum. My heart grows heavy with dread, for I know there is no way I can stand against their ire. There is no way I can stop them from taking this day all that is left to me, my very life. I fear I gaze upon the closing days of the Middle Kingdom. I fear that all will be ground under the tiger's heel. I stand alone, awaiting the inevitable. And then, from the south, a snip of cloud crawls across the face of the sun and brings with it a slow, steady wind that clears the dust. I watch as the tiger banner, before so proud and so sure, falters as this new air gains in strength. I watch as the tiger droops and furls itself around its own stave. And as I watch this, I perceive that the enemy's ranks are not close and orderly, out of discipline, drill. It seems as though they are huddled together as they gain strength from one another. Suddenly I became aware of a sound behind me, like the beat of great leathery wings. And so I turned to look. Over me, stilled to movement by the growing breeze, is the standard of my home. On a field of red and white, a great green dragon stretches forth one of its claws. In its undulating movements, I can nigh sense vitality. It seems as if the dragon wishes to leap forth and in its fury rend the tiger that has come to oppose it. My gaze falls to look around me, and suddenly I am not alone in a sea of people. I am surrounded by my countrymen, the children of my homeland, my fellow soldiers, the great mid-realm army. My heart swells, my limbs feel lightened, and suddenly my lungs filled with air as thick and sweet as any mead. My eyes are drawn once more across the vast expanse of now waving grass. Look at this army of brigands that has come to challenge us, to plunder the heart of my people. And I discover a surprising thing. I smile. I feel in me the urge to laugh, to scoff at these oafs for coming all this way to die upon our spear. I give in to my urge and release the mirth that has sprung forth in my bosom, and at the sounding of it, a huge bear of a man steps forward a pace from my right. He turns to look behind me at our gathered kinsmen. He raises his blade over his head, and he looses our battle cry. Draco Invictus! Draco Invictus! 100 voices answer the call. Not quite, we'll get Again, he raises his voice. Draco Invictus! 500 voices answer. This time, mine among them. Again, he roars. Draco Invictus! Draco Invictus! The response causes the ground to shudder. Horns begin to sound long, mournful tones in the distance. and a pulse rises from within the dragon army. Swords beat out tattoos on shields. Spear butts strike the ground in time. I raise my voice, adding to the clamor of noise that is our rousing battle. The dragon bellows forth in rage. Moving as one, we begin to walk, nay, stalk, towards these fools. Thrump. 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 We have closed less than half the distance. The enemy attempts to answer our call to arms with some pitiful noise of their own, which only feeds our disdain and frenzy. And our answering call is as thunder that echoes from the hill as we crash into and through their lines. Rocco Invictus!